Namaste. Welcome you all for my presentation. Thank you for joining me. At the outset, let me thank the core committee of Ayurveda Network BHU for once again giving me an opportunity to share my views with you. Today, the topic that is selected is about the role of Rasayana in geriatric care, adding life to years. All of us know very well that Rasayana is an exclusive branch of Ayurveda, one among Ashtangas. We get several information regarding Rasayana in our classical texts. Many works have been carried out at preclinical and clinical levels to establish the role of Rasayana, especially its anti-aging effect. Today I am not going to elaborate all these aspects because it is a huge material. My intention today is just to ignite your mind to think in this direction so that different possible mechanisms involved here can be further understood and more research can be carried out in this direction. With this idea, let us begin today's presentation. The title of my presentation is Role of Rasayana in Geriatric Care, Adding Life to Years, evidenced by recent advances. We are talking about a longevity, Dirghanjivitiya situation. Of course, adding years to life is required, but how well we live, how healthily we live, how happily we live during our lifespan is something which is more important. That is why I have mentioned this as adding life to years. Of course, Rasayana contributes in both the ways. It adds years to our life, at the same time it also adds life to the years of our living. With this idea, let us commence today's topic. Whenever we go in front of our elders, it is a practice in Indian tradition. Rochano rochamanaha, shobhanaha, shobhamanah kalyanaha, shatamanam bhavati, shatayuhu purushaha, shatendriya ayushvevendriye pratitishthati. This is how our elders bless us. Let you be with pleasure, charming, virtuous and noble. May it happen that you have a life of 100 years in a lifetime with fully functional indriyas. Both bodily and mind functions are up to the mark. The purpose is to pursue and develop 100 noble qualities. So how beautifully our ancestors used to bless us. We have to live for 100 years with all our indriyas intact, and this healthy living is with an intention to cultivate and develop 100 noble qualities. So Shatayu is the expectation. In recent years, there has been a tremendous increase in the pace of human aging around the world. According to World Health Organization estimate, about 22% of the world's population will be over 60 years of age by 2050. What is aging? Aging is characterized by gradual loss of musculoskeletal, sensory, cognitive, reproductive, immunological, endocrinal and psychological functions. There are multiple functions in our body that are declined or affected in this process of aging. It's a major risk factor for many non-communicable, chronic and degenerative diseases. It is well understood now that globally, it is the NCDs or non-communicable diseases or lifestyle disorders or chronic and degenerative disorders that are bothering people much more than any communicable disease. Huge amount of money is spent in managing such conditions. Aging is a risk factor here. What are the possible mechanisms during aging? Modern science has identified different aging mechanisms at cellular and molecular levels, such as chromosome and telomere regulation, proteostasis, insulin signaling, autophagy, oxidative stress, mitochondrial functioning, cytoskeletal integrity, and hormesis. There are many possible mechanisms involved here. It's not just the one, there may be combination of a few of them that are responsible for the process of aging. These aging mechanisms are potential therapeutic targets to prevent and control aging and associated diseases. If we understand the aging mechanism, we can hit the target exactly so that that particular process can be delayed, even though it cannot be permanently prevented. So let us try to understand a bit more about this. Just concentrate on this table. So important aging mechanisms and potential anti-aging therapeutic targets are mentioned here. This is not an exclusive list. I have selected some 8 important mechanisms here. Whenever we talk about Rasayana, it is not that Rasayana means only some free radical scavenging activity or antioxidant or immunomodulatory activity like that. There are many possible aging mechanisms that can be potential targets for our Ayurvedic Rasayana therapy and also Rasayana formulations. First one mentioned here is chromosome and telomere regulation. Here, cause of aging is shortening of telomere length. It is observed that as the age advances, telomere length gets shortened progressively. You may be knowing that a couple of years ago, for this invention, Nobel Prize was awarded. Here, potential anti-aging therapeutic target is that if you can improve the telomere activity, if you can suppress or slow down telomere shortening process, we can prolong aging process. Second mechanism here is proteostasis. Proteostasis is the concept that there are competing and integrated biological pathways within the cells that control the biogenesis, folding, trafficking, and degradation of proteins that are present within and outside the cells. A hallmark of many age-related diseases is the dysfunction in protein homeostasis, that is proteostasis. And this leads to the accumulation of protein aggregates. So here, failure of proteostasis is a cause of aging. If you can regulate the proteostasis, it is a good target for us in anti-aging therapy. Third aging mechanism mentioned here is insulin signaling. Insulin signaling is central to cellular metabolism and also organismal aging. In a study that was carried out on aging of Caenorhabditis elegans, results suggest that insulin signaling strength can differentially affect specific neurons aging naturally or under proteotoxic stress. The role of insulin signaling in aging is being understood, even though it is not completely understood. So here probably the cause of aging is insulin signaling is increased or IGF-1 signaling is increased. So here our potential anti-aging therapeutic target is reduction in insulin or IGF-1 signaling. The next mechanism is autophagy. Most of you have heard about autophagy. Fasting and autophagy are highly discussed in several platforms where importance of upavasa is highlighted. It may be in the naturopathic practice or ekadashi upavasa, whatever it is. Autophagy is the natural regulated mechanism of the cell that removes unnecessary or dysfunctional components. The autophagic activity has been found to decrease with age, likely contributing to the accumulation of damaged macromolecules and organelles during aging. So here it is the inhibition of autophagy which is responsible for aging. If you can stimulate autophagy by any methods, that will be helpful as an anti-aging therapy. Fifth aging mechanism is oxidative stress. This is well understood and being discussed for at least 2 decades. Increase in oxidative stress is the cause for aging. Reduction of oxidative stress or antioxidation is the mechanism that we are expecting. We know that there are several therapeutic processes in Ayurveda. There are many herbs, minerals or formulations that are well known to have antioxidant potential. Sixth aging mechanism is mitochondrial functioning. Here, cause of aging is disturbed mitochondrial function. If we can boost mitochondrial function, which is definitely possible by using certain herbs, it will help us as an anti-aging therapy. Another one is cytoskeletal integrity. The cytoskeleton is a complex dynamic network of interlinking protein filaments present in the cytoplasm of all cells. In eukaryotes, it is composed of 3 main components that are microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules, and these are all capable of rapid growth or disassembly dependent on the cell's requirements. So cytoskeletal integrity has been shown to decline as a function of age, and preserving the cytoskeleton can have a beneficial impact on lifespan. The last mechanism mentioned here is hormesis. Cause of aging here is absence of hormesis. This is a very interesting mechanism. We will talk about this once again later. Hormesis is any process in a cell or organism that exhibits a biphasic response to exposure to increasing amounts of a substance or a condition. So within the hormetic zone, there is generally a favorable biological response to low exposures to toxins and other stresses. Or in simplest terms, I can tell, a small amount of stress is always useful. So here induction of hormesis should be our purpose. Then what is the role of Ayurveda in geriatrics here? The quest for blissful aging draws our attention to affordable, accessible, safer, age-friendly and holistic approach of our Ayurveda in prevention and treatment of geriatric disorders. Recent evidences have established the role of these classical interventions of Ayurveda in geroprotection, and these are due to their antioxidant potential or telomere enhancing activity, that is telomerase enhancing activity, autophagy inducing activity, senolytic effect, hormetic and adaptogenic activities. These are various possible mechanisms that we can expect in the case of Ayurvedic approach. What are the Ayurvedic guidelines for healthy aging? This is well known to all of us. For healthy aging, classical interventions such as Abhyangam Acharya Nityam Sa Jara Shramavataha, Mitahara, that is dietary restrictions, Upavasa, fasting, Vyayama, Sthirikaranamangana, it is mentioned, Rasayana Chikitsa, entire rejuvenation therapy, Mahakashayas like Jivaniya Mahakashaya, etc. Then Rasaushadhis, metals or mineral formulations, they have very unique role here. Achara Rasayana, that is rejuvenating behavioral therapy. So whatever the Rasayana that you adopt, Achara Rasayana is the basic requirement to attain the best effect of Rasayana. So these all have been ascribed to improve longevity and extend corresponding health span. We have studied during our graduation that Rasayana Tantram Nama Vayahasthapanam Ayurmedha Balakaram Rogapaharana Samarthancha. Acharya Sushruta considers Vayahasthapanam, that is to see that a healthy age is maintained, aging deterioration is prevented, Ayuhu Vardhanam, longevity, Medha Balakaram, the mental factors are also equally important. And of course, the other aspect, Rogapaharana Samarthancha, curative aspect is also a part of Rasayana. To cure the disease, to prevent its recurrence, and to have proper convalescence, to maintain healthy aging, and to improve longevity and also medha, which may be in intellect. These are the primary objectives of Rasayana. When the benefits of Rasayana mentioned in Charaka Samhita Chikitsasthana are observed, Dirghamayu, Smritim Medham Arogyam Tarunam Vayah, Prabhavarna Swarodaryam Dehendriya Balam Param, Vaksiddhim, Pranatim, Kantim, Labhate Narasayanam, Labhopayo Hishastanam Rasadinam Rasayana. So Rasayana Chikitsa enhances the qualities of Rasadhatu and helps attain longevity, memory, intelligence, health, youthfulness, luster, excellent complexion and voice, optimum physical and sensory strength, and mastery over phonetics and brilliance. It encompasses a plethora of herbal and metallic or mineral formulations as well as behavioral medicine. Multiple anti-aging pharmacological activities of classical Rasayana herbs have been proven by a number of modern researchers. I will just quote a few handful of references. Amalaki Rasayana. Amalaki Rasayana is a classical herbal formulation that has shown effective anti-aging effect. And this is by improving tolerance to a variety of cell stresses through reduced reaction oxygen species and lipid peroxidation, and enhanced sodium oxide dismutase activity and HSP, and by repairing DNA damage, and also by maintaining telomere length facilitated by an increase in telomerase activity. So there are multiple mechanisms by which Amalaki Rasayana acts as anti-aging. It acts as a free radical scavenger, it improves natural antioxidants, and it maintains telomere length. Triphala Rasayana is another formulation that has shown antioxidant, nitric oxide scavenging, anti-cancer, immunomodulatory, and anti-inflammatory activities. Brahma Rasayana is found to retard aging process and also to reduce and inhibit tumor growth. Natural products such as resveratrol, which is present in Draksha, Vitis vinifera, catechin, which is seen in Khadira, Acacia catechin, and Asoka, Saraka Asoka or Saraka indica. Epicatechin, which is seen in Vijayasara or Asana, Chilocarpus marsupium. Curcumin, seen in Haridra. Quercetin, seen in many plants like Amalaki, Nimba, Draksha, etc. They have been found to be very effective as anti-aging components. Here is a list of Rasayana herbs and their possible anti-aging pharmacological activity. Let us have a look. Amalaki, when evaluated, was found to have anti-aging pharmacological activities like antioxidant, adaptogenic, telomerase enhancing, autophagy inducing, insulin sensitizing, mitochondrial biogenesis enhancing activities. Haritaki was shown to have antioxidant, adaptogenic, cytoprotective, oxidative stress inhibitory, neuroprotective, autophagy enhancing activities, inhibition of age-dependent shortening of the telomeric DNA length. Vibhitaki has shown antioxidant and antidepressant activities. Mandukaparni or Centella asiatica is well-known antioxidant, DNA protective, anti-amnestic, neuroprotective, neuro-regenerative, anti-inflammatory, nootropic, and mitochondrial dysfunction inhibitory activities. Yashtimathu or Glycyrrhiza glabra is antioxidant, nootropic, adaptogenic, autophagy-inducing, mitochondria protective activities. Tinospora cordifolia or the wonderful guduchi is established to have antioxidant, lifespan enhancing, nootropic, neuroprotective, hepatoprotective, hormone regulatory, anti-stress, immunomodulatory, adaptogenic, and insulin sensitizing activities. Shankhapushpi or Convolvulus pluricalis has antioxidant, neuroprotective, memory enhancing, anti-stress, anxiolytic, antidepressant activities. Like that, there are many herbs having multiple activities. For example, we have ashwagandha, antioxidant, immunomodulatory, anti-stress, neuroprotective. Pippali has a senolytic, autophagy promoting activity. Punarnava has got immunomodulatory, anti-stress activity. Haridra interestingly has got a co-inducer of hormesis-like activity. Then senolytic, neuroprotective activity. It modifies the sirtuins and AMPK also. Like this, we have a long list of herbs which are having multiple possible mechanisms as anti-aging. Now a few sentences on Rasayana as an inducer of hormesis. Low levels of stress from physical, chemical and biological stressors often, but not always, result in the functional improvement of cells, tissues, organs and organisms, a phenomenon termed physiological hormesis. According to a study carried out in 2008, curcumin is found to be a co-inducer of HSP and has wide-ranging biological effects depending upon its dosage, according to Bala, Devurkar, Kunnuvakkara et al. Scientists have previously reported that at lower doses, say 0.3 to 1 micromolar, curcumin stimulates proteasome activity, enhances HSP induction after hormesis, and stimulates sodium pump activity, according to Ali and Rattan in 2006. And in 2007, same scientists have again reported this. Induction of hormesis may be achieved with the help of hormetins like our classical metallic formulations. Rasaushadhis have a very unique role to play here. Even Abhyanga can also cause a small stressor and acts as a hormesis inducer. Even Vyayama and some Rasayanas. Daily behavioral regimens like Abhyanga, Vyayama, Achara, Rasayana, they help to reduce stress hormones, induce autophagy and maintain the synchrony of the circadian rhythm that is tightly coupled to cellular metabolism. Recent reports have also indicated that certain nanoparticles may also exhibit a hormetic dose response. The role of Rasaushadhi in inducing hormesis is something which is worth to be evaluated, because we know that in Bhasma, Sindura like formulations, nanoparticles are generated. Effect of Rasayana on telomere. I have already mentioned this in the context of Amalaki. So maintenance of telomere length is facilitated by an increase in telomere activity upon Rasayana administration in aged individuals. The results of a study carried out by Guruprasad et al. Suggest that Amalaki Rasayana may enhance the telomerase activity appropriately in aged individuals, which may be associated with other related biological effects to promote quality of health. Amalaki Rasayana may prevent the erosion of telomeres over a period of time in aged individuals. This helps to promote healthy aging. The increase of telomerase activity may delay the onset of aging process by marking critical upper limit of telomere length. Rasaushadhis as Rasayanas. Shalajatu, for example, Asphaltum punjabicum, shows anti-inflammatory, analgesic, anti-diabetic, immunomodulatory, anti-anxiety and adaptogenic properties. Tamra Bhasma, when given in lower doses, potentiates antioxidant activity in the rats. Swarna Bhasma and Swarna Bhasma preparations have significant antioxidant and restorative effects in global and focal models of ischemia. Swarna Bhasma treated animals have shown significant increase in superoxide dismutase and also catalase activity that reduces free radical concentrations in the body. In classics, it is clearly mentioned, Mritam Suvarnam Madhurancha Vrisham Hridyancha Netram Paramancha Medhyam Rasayanam Pumsavaropayogi Vishapaham Kantikarancha. In a study carried out by Shah Zedde and others, which was published in 2002, this aspect is well established. Traditional gold preparations are attributed with the tonic or rejuvenating and antioxidant properties. Enzymatic parameters like lipid peroxidase, reduced glutathione, catalase, glutathione reductase, glutathione S transferase, glutathione peroxidase, superoxide dismutase, and glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase were employed to assess ischemic brain damage and its modulation. Significant restoration of altered values to normal levels by Ayurvedic Swarnabhasma and also Unani Kushthatilakalam, which is Swarnabhasma containing formulation, suggest potentials for gold preparations in cerebrovascular diseases. In another study by A. Mitra, S. Chakraborty and others that was published in Journal of Ethropharmacology, suggested that in an experimental animal model, Swarnabhasma treated animals showed significantly increased superoxide dismutase and catalase activity, that are the two enzymes that reduce free radical concentrations in the body. So Rasayana herbs to treat age-related cognitive decline. We have herbs like Amalaki, Haritaki, Haridra, Mandukaparni, Aindri, that is Brahmi, Bakopa Muniri, Yashtimathu, Guduchi, Shankhapushpi, Vacha, Jyotishmati, Kushmanda, Jatamamsi, Ashwagandha, Kapikachu. All these are well evaluated in experimental and preclinical models. Their anti-aging effect and also effect on cognitive decline is well established. Amalaki, Haritaki, Haridra, Mandukaparni, Aindri, Yashtimathu, Guduchi, Shankhapushpi, Vacha, Jyotishmati, Kushmanda, Jatamamsi, Ashwagandha, Kapikachu. These are a few herbs which are having very good effect in treating age-related cognitive decline. These herbs mostly act on reactive oxygen species and oxidative stress injury by antioxidant properties and neuroprotective activity. Acetylcholinesterase inhibition, N-methyl deaspirate antagonism, dopaminergic activity, anti-amyloidogenic activity, inhibition of tau aggregation, neuroprotection and immune modulation are the activity pathways. Achara Rasayana as anti-aging is well understood. Achara Rasayana positively influences our environment. It influences people, relationships, attitudes, values, health, social policies, support systems and their services, thus supporting and maintaining our intrinsic capacity and functional ability. And this is very much key factor for healthy aging. To discuss, aging is influenced by time progression, genetics, physical and social environments, personal characteristics and diseases. The underlying mechanisms of aging process and age-related pathologies are identical. Acharya Charaka has rightly stated that health and bliss are synonymous. Ayurveda's dietary, pharmacological, behavioral interventions act as antioxidant, telomere activity enhancers, calorie restriction mimetics, autophagy inducers, senolytics, hormetins and or adaptogens, thus manipulating different cellular aging mechanisms to maintain genomic stability as well as cellular, metabolic and protein homeostasis. Hence, the promising geroprotective role of Ayurveda's interventions in delaying and reversing aging process, increasing lifespan, maintaining health and preventing and mitigating age-related disorders is scientifically supported by both Ayurveda and modern science. Further research on evaluation of long-term effects of these classical geroprotective interventions, individually or in combination, on molecular and cellular aging mechanisms is